So my name is AJ Hope Slum. I am a dance educator focusing on modern technique and ballet technique, specifically release technique for modern and Vaganova for ballet. There was a lot of requests for my abdominal series, so I decided that I was going to film it and post it onto Facebook for everyone to enjoy and to follow along. This is an abdominal series that is focused that has advanced dancers in mind, but is something that can be highly modified either with counts or with decreasing the amount of series. But in its basic form, it follows 3 different sections. The first section is a series of crunches or sit-ups, and then the second section is a series of planks, and then the last section, was the absolute shortest section, is a series of leg lowers. Music I am using When I Grow Up by Fever Ray, only because I like the tempo and because I can play it twice through without having to pause in between the series, but feel free to use whatever music you most resonate with. So the way that this video is going to go is I'm going to walk through the entire series first, and then giving some pointers along the way, and then after that I'm going to do the entire series as it's intended, which is basically the hardest version of the series, so that you can follow along or see how it's supposed to go. But let's get started. So, first part of the series, we start here in our standard crunches, going for 8 counts. Then the second, we have right leg up, 8 counts. Left leg up, 8 counts. Then we cross left leg in front, 8 counts. Cross again, 8 counts. Then we susu here with the right leg in front. You can do this either with your arms down, or you can keep your arms off to the side, or off onto your head, whichever you feel most comfortable with. Make sure that you're maintaining a nice proper turn out as best as possible. My turnout's not the greatest example, but you should understand. Right leg, 8 counts. Left leg, 8 counts. Then we do flexed feet or loose feet, whichever you are most comfortable with. Ankles together, 8 counts. From here, we do hip raises for 8 counts, thinking of pushing the heels straight up and then coming back down. It is kind of fast in this series, so you're not really going to be able to get to the entire range of your motion as you want. But yeah. And then after that, we go into our toe reaches, touching our toes with the tips of our hands. And then after that, we do what I call the bug, which is both of them at the same time. From there, we do another series of 8 with our legs in 90 degrees or bent knees. Then we move to the right, series of 8. Move to the left, series of 8. Then here comes the different part. We go back into our standard form. We do 2 8s of this. And then we hold for an 8, and then pulse for an 8. Then we go into our frog position. Be careful to not let the lower back lift off the ground. Really think belly button to spine and pushing the lower back into that ground as flat as possible. We do 2 8s of this. Then we hold for an 8. Then we pulse for an 8. Then we hold for another 8. And then we pulse for an 8, just like in the first one. I feel like I didn't mention that, but that's how it's supposed to go. Then we go into our corpse pose position. Same thing, 2 8s, hold for an 8, pulse for an 8, hold for an 8, pulse for an 8. And then finally you are done with the abdominal series. Next part goes into the plank. From there, we go into our full plank. You can either do this with your elbows down, or you can do it with on top of your palms. I think elbows down is easier personally, but I'm not inside of your body, so use your best judgment. If you are doing it from the palms though, make sure that your palms are directly underneath your shoulders and that you are really focusing in on that nice long lower back. Same thing with this. Elbows directly underneath the shoulders, nice long lower back, belly button to spine. You hold for an 8 here. You have, gotta scooch away. We have our leg up for 2, and then down for 2. Switch leg, up for 2, down for 2. Both feet down, hold for an 8. You move to the right into our side plank. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring the arm up. 5, 6, 7, 8. You do a pulse. Be careful to not let this happen with your pulses, but to really think of lifting that pelvis straight up and down. You do an 8 of these. You go into this. This is the advanced version, or you can just hold it down like this. I like to hold it up here. 4. Bring the arm down 4. Find your center again for an 8. Repeat the same thing to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulse. 8. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 5, 6, 7, 8. Find your center again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You go into your downward facing dog series. 1 and 2. 8 of those. From there, you rest your arms for an 8. Thank goodness. And then you get right back into it. And you go into your plank. This is our twisting section, so this is where we really want to find that twist. We go 1 and 2. We do 2 8s of this into that. From there, then you come down on the ground, and it's the final series, which is our leg lowers. We have our legs up, and we lower them down for 2. If you are someone who has popping hip syndrome or finds like a clicking sensation, move your legs to about right before where it clicks, and then bring them back up. Don't go to the point where it clicks and then back up. That'll cause injury and distress to your muscles. Please don't do that. We'll lower down 2 and then up 2. And we'll do that 8 times. And then you're done. And you're fine. All right. So that is the explanation of the series. I am going to turn on the music now and show you exactly how it's done. Hopefully I won't die. And a 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, and right leg up. Switch. 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 And go together. Heels up. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And your toes. Both. Then knees. To the right. To the left. Back to center. Repeat. Pulse. Hold. Pulse. Knees up. In. Pulse. Pulse. Legs up. Impulse. Impulse. Woo, and now onto our plank series. Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, and up. Now leg up. Up for 2. Down for 2. Switch your feet. Up for 2. Down for 2. Both feet down. To this side. And off the floor. Pulse. Find some chair one. Other side. Pelvis up. Up. 2, 4, 5. 4. 5% turtle. Other side. What? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, relax the arms. Oh, let me stretches here. Ah, so close. All right, and a 5, 6. Get ready for the twist. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second set. Third set, halfway there. Last Oh, and down on the ground. Last thing we do. 6, 7, 8, and down. Up, down, and down. Up, down. Keep it going. Down. And up. Down. And up. Few more. Down. And up. Last one. And up. Oh! Oh, yeah! You survived! Yeah, so it's a really long, pretty intense one. Feel free to modify it in any way, shape, or form. This is kind of my gift to you guys in the face of this quarantine. Awful thing. But make sure that you're practicing your social distancing. Make sure that you're washing your hands at least 20 seconds. Here, this guy. And then this one, the thumbs always get forgotten. Hopefully we can all band together and survive this. I really believe that we can. I am available for any kind of live streaming for bars or some modern exercises for if you live in a small space like I do. Thank you so much. I also want to thank my wonderful loving husband, Will Hope Slum, for filming and being very patient for this whole filming process. He's been sitting on the countertop, just kind of like, yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Love ya.